we've been working together for, I think, around 2 years now. It's been an incredible journey so far. And I just thought I'd have you on to kind of get to know you a little bit better for the people watching and just talk about your overall experience and things like this. So can you just tell us a little bit about the not one, but two brands that you manage and what you guys sell?
Yeah, it has really good experience working with you guys, working with your whole team. We are in the hemp industry, a really regulated market, regulated industry, but it was really smooth working with you guys because you understood all the regulations, all the words that we're not supposed to say.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit about how long you had been running email and SMS in-house before bringing us in?
Well, so we have been doing this for 7 years now. I was the one doing everything for maybe like 2 years. A little bit complicated because it was something that I didn't know how to manage. So I had to learn on the go. But I was not only doing that, I was doing more stuff. So at certain point, as we were growing, really difficult to manage everything. At that time, I remembered recruiting a graphic designer and recruiting someone that was helping me with the copy, but it was really complicated to kind of like put all the pieces together. So then I decided to start trying to find a company that could help me with this. And I remember having several interviews, and something that I really like about you guys, it's that when I had the meeting with you guys do everything from A to Z, like segmentation, metrics, reports, graphic designs, copy. So it was a no-brainer. Like you guys will kind of like take care of the whole retention system. So nothing. And another thing that a little bit hesitant at the beginning because I wanted to keep the same vibe in the emails, like the brand tone. So I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna be able to get it like right away. But something that made me feel comfortable and help me moving forward with you guys is that I remember you, Andres, telling me, you know what, we're gonna do a bunch of emails for you, and so you can see our designs and you can see what we're able to do. So I remember the first emails were great, and then the next emails were incredible. So nothing. I really saw the potential in partnering with you guys.
I love that. And I think your story probably resonates with so many other e-com brands out there, and especially founders, because what's amazing about you is that you're not just running one brand, you're actually running 2 7-figure brands. And you've got your own teams, your own process, your own systems for each. You've got your own products, your own sort of target markets, even though you're in sort of the same niche. And I think a lot of founders out there actually go through the same process, right? You want to keep your operation lean. You want to have control over, like you're saying, the brand, the positioning, the way that you're designing certain things, because you care so much about your brand that you don't just want to piece something together and just throw it out there and just hope it does well, because at the end of the day, your brand image is very important. And I think a lot of founders go through that process where you wanted to have a little bit more control, and so you found an email designer, you had a copywriter, and you were sort of trying to piece a team together yourself. And transitioning over to us, where we've been doing this for several years, we've built a world-class team, and we're able to sort of do this all for you, where you don't necessarily have to worry at all. You're kind of just like approving things, and we just keep sort of things moving. Can you tell us about like what has it been like working with the team, like on a week-to-week basis, from like the workflows and approvals and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that everyone in your team is amazing. Something that I really like is that you guys are super responsive. So because of the nature of the industry, sometimes we had to do last minute things. And I really like that you guys are always available for us, and you guys will put together an email in less than 24 hours. So that's something that I really value. I really think that that's one of the things that I really like about you guys, like how responsive you. And another thing that I wanted to say is that, like you were saying before, even though I had a graphic designer and I had a copywriter, I was really involved in every single email that was going out. So I had to be there for every single day, like for every single, like for every like campaign, every blast, right? And when I found you guys, of course, at the beginning, like we had like a transition time that we were transitioning, right? But then like pretty much like you guys took care of everything. So I could focus on other things that helped me grow in sales, help me like, doing stuff that I wasn't able to do because I was doing this. And I was kind of trying to put all the pieces together. So these emails were going and everything was like happening, right? And when you guys started working with us, you guys pretty much handle like the whole thing. So that was like it was a really good thing for me and for the company.
I love hearing that, especially as a founder. The most important asset that you have in the world is going to be your time, right? So if you're, like you said, sort of spending your time managing channels, managing communications and blasts and emails and posts and things like this, the less time you have to actually work on more important areas of the business, retail store expansion, wholesale, things like this. And so I love just hearing, how we're able to sort of reclaim a lot of that time for you. So there's a lot of people out there that obviously they get really turned on with numbers and attributed revenue and things like this. And for your 2 7-figure brands, how much on average, off the top of your head, are we driving from Klaviyo SMS and just retention as a whole? Because obviously it's important to get that first purchase, but for a high replenishment rate sort of consumer brand like Destino and CBD, it's even more important to get the second, third, fourth purchases and build lifetime value. So you don't have to talk about specific revenue numbers, but what percentage on average have we been driving to an attributed revenue through Klaviyo right now?
I think that the emails and everything combined, like the flows, the automations, the emails, I think that they contribute to like 40, maybe 43%, like 45, sometimes even like a higher percentage of the monthly revenue that comes. And another thing that I really liked is that you guys came with a lot of expertise and came with a bunch of new ideas that I didn't even know. I had just the flows that the ones that you had to have, the welcome flow, the abandoned cart flow, right? But you guys came, and I remember you coming with the sunset flow, other flows that I don't remember the name, but that helped a lot because we started like generating more revenue with these flows. So not only the ones that we were like already like receiving revenue, you guys created all these new flows, and that contributed a lot to the sales that we were getting.
I love that. That's a big number, especially for, again, a high replenishment rate brand where you want people coming back and back again to keep investing in the brand, build that average order value, build the lifetime value of each customer. So I really just have one more question for you, Karina. And again, thank you for your time. So if someone was on the fence with working with Blossom Ecom, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't hesitate. This team, you can have super great communication with this team. Whatever like you need, they will make sure that, they will do it for you. And they are super responsive. And another thing, if you are hesitant, maybe like about the designs or anything like that, just give them a try and they will kill it. And you will be happy with the result.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Once again, I really thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. We look forward to continue our partnership together.